Okay, welcome back.
Hello, Taiko.
Hello.
Our Tauke is here, Tauke.
Penang
Not
Taiko.
no lah. I'm just small little potato.
Wow, come on, you small little potato.
Old man.
Don't say like that Okay.
Okay, we have this Exposure 2.0 specials, my Hoard Lokal. So today we have Chun Woei here, also known for Urban Creatures. He's one of the
Yes.
artists who take part in our Exposure 2.0 online group show. So Chun Woei here in making toys, I don't know, 10, 15, 20, 30 years.
No lah, not that long. Maybe about 20 years.
20 years,
Almost
right?
yes. So
Yes.
because I think you are one of those whenever we see back all the old toy fair exhibition photos, you're always there. So from I think the first one I realized probably is you made the green creatures with paper or something.
Yes.
Right? That's the first.
That one was the second one.
So okay. Before we go into those, so Chun Woei, just briefly introduce yourself lah, what you do and everything.
Okay, so my name is Chun Woei lah. All right, so I was basically lucky enough to grow up in the late 70s, early 80s. So basically, my love for design started there lah. With the Saturday morning cartoons, Saturday afternoon cartoons, and comics and all these things, that the Indian shop newspaper store. So that is like my regular in the morning when I follow my mom to markets. So I think fast forward, I started this company called Urban Creatures back in 2005. So in 2005, when we started Urban Creatures, it's sort of like it brings me back to the year 2000, because in 2000, I think on January or on March or April 2000, I saw this music magazine called Days, right? So the cover actually feature gorillas, right?
Okay.
The very first virtual band, gorillas.
Yes.
It basically and I read through them, and after that, I started to find more about gorillas, and I found that it's one of my favorite comic artists, Jamie Hewlett. He has been doing Tanga for so many years, and I have been like reading Tangas and all these things, and suddenly it struck me that what he said is quite true. I mean in the year 2000, he tried to build a band, with blur artists, so what happens is that they create these virtual characters that basically represent them.
Okay.
So that's when I created Urban Creatures in 2005. I thought myself, and I have my New Zealand classmates, ex-classmates, and also a friend from France. So the three of us, we thought we wanted to create this thing, and then but because we are in three different countries, and we are not very good looking, so we thought maybe we can do something like what Gorillas is doing.
Okay.
So we create a virtual characters. The characters is basically representing the brand itself. So Urban Creatures. So for Urban Creatures, basically the word Urban Creatures and the character itself, it has a lots of influences from the 80s cartoon Ninja Turtles. So our our ideas is always, we always heard designers and artists complain that people don't understand the artists. People don't appreciate the artists. So that is the concept behind Urban Creatures. It's like Urban Creatures is a mutated monsters created by the society, and yet the society cannot accept them. So that is the basis of what Urban Creatures is. So from then we tried to create Urban Creatures, and then I thought, with all these things from Funk Studio. Funk Studio created toys for MTV. Michael Lau for sure, and then that time I think Malaysia, the Malaysia designers is Stephen Lau. The time that has his toy. So I thought maybe we don't want to be like any other people that has characters, but that characters is just appear on their covers. Like when Gorillas happens in 2000, you can see like Limp Bizkit has all these character-based kind of CD covers. You have LMF that has Michael Lau kind of characters in it. So we thought we wanted to be like Gorillas. We want to be Gorillas, and we wanted to create a characters that really represent us. And that characters, people can actually own them as well. We don't want the characters to just end up in just a drawing. So that is when I thought maybe it's good that we produce a toy out of it. So that's the whole idea of it.
Okay.
All right. So with Urban Creature, but I think your day job is not toy designer, right?
Yeah. So like Urban Creatures representing us as a brand image, but our day job basically we do design for TV branding. We brand TV station, we brand TV programs. We also call it broadcast designer. So our I think back in 2005, before we have iCloud, we are the one who created cloud-based work. So because three of our partners, every one of us are in 3 different countries.
Yes.
So at that time, we don't have Google Drive, we don't have Dropbox at that time. So in order for us to actually share documents, we have to sign up with a 10. I think at that time we already have like a 10 gigabyte web hosting. Server, web server, right?
That one is a lot already, man. 10 gigabyte.
Yeah. So we sign up with 10 gigabyte, and we use that web server, and we never upload our website. So we basically use the FTP. Yeah, we basically make use of the FTP to share our file.
Okay.
So that's the cloud that we have now at that time. So that's how we work. So at that back then, with this kind of sharing, we basically does a lots of jobs for a lots of brand, like company like HBO. We did for Cinemax. We did for AXN. We did for National Geographic and so on. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Wow.
So this is the core business of Urban Creatures, lah.
Yes, this is our core business.
Okay. Then apart from the broadcasting thingy and then the toys, what else you all do for Urban Creatures? Anything else you all do?
Basically, we do a lots of branding, but our focus will be on motion graphics. Right. So like today, I think starting in 2008, we started to do movie trailers in Hollywood. So we started to produce movie trailers. We edited movie trailers and all these things.
Wow. Okay, so what we saw on YouTube, all this partially is
you
done by
might
you guys.
might be seeing the one that we did.
Oh, okay. Now we know someone we know actually in touch with Hollywood.
Cool.
Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what about okay, since you already got the urban creatures characters, so will you be doing like other things like animation for your own characters or something like that? Since it's a brand,
Yes, I think
further develop your own brand.
Yeah, I have been trying to use the characters to do animation for greetings, for Chinese New Year greetings back then in 2006, 2007, and so on. So from time to time, to me, I will be trying to use it as an IP to actually produce merchandise, collaborate with people like for example, we collaborate with this shoemaker in Ipoh, and we try to come up with sandals, and our latest project is we try to collaborate with Artisan Creative Studio, who do baking, and all these things, and then we collaborate with them to produce Urban Creatures' own mooncake. This is our first year producing a mooncake.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Because we saw like you have masks, then sandals,
Yeah.
and then now mooncake.
Yes.
All right.
Interesting.
So this is like something that I thought maybe maybe I can play around with the IP rather than just produce it as a toy and stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Now we back to the toy side. Main focus today.
All right.
I know that you how to say I think the first one we know before we dive deep to search back all the old photos, right? We know one is the CE from CE factory.
Oh yeah.
Mafia factory, right?
Mafia
That's
factory.
the one.
Correct.
Yeah.
And this one.
Yeah. Then to our surprise, the other side is you.
Yeah, correct. So mafia factories is basically we have been working with him for quite some times. So this is because of them. I get to produce my first plastic toy.
Okay.
So when I produce this, he says, "Hey, since the head can turn, why don't I try to make a different expression?" So I thought. Maybe it's better to do my face, right? It's like me wearing the mascot.
Yes. Cosplaying.
So kind of like a cosplay kind of thing.
Okay. This one was what year? What year was that?
I think I think if I'm not mistaken, it's about 2014.
Oh, 2014. Okay.
I think 2014, 2013 that time.
Okay.
Okay.
Your first plastic toy.
Yeah. Then after that you have Gaga. That one is resin, right?
Yeah. So Gaga, I actually our Urban Creatures toy, we started with resin, and then from resin, because resin is something that is more accessible.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. And then Gaga was produced back in 2017 because I organized the Penang Comic Con, so Toys and Comic Con. So because of that, we produced Gaga because it represents Penang as a whole.
Okay.
Yeah. So my journey into toy is that to me I'm also thinking of I love to play around with the cultural identity. So in a way that I feel that I don't want to create a toy with something else, So I thought maybe it's good that when I produce toys, I can actually revisit our Malaysian folklores, right? Either it's Chinese folklores or whatsoever. So I think 2017 or so. So I created this project called Local Genda. So local agenda means local legends. So local legends means we started to produce like the first one in local legends will be Yang. So Yang is the bronze lion that sit outside temples. So one of the reasons that I produced Yang is I heard these stories from the Peranakan Museum. The people actually explain, only those high-ranking officers that work with the emperor last time, their houses are able to have these two bronze lions. Normal people they cannot have, because if they have, they are not strong enough to tame the lion. So the lion will take them.
All right.
So I find that hey, this is like, it's evil and it's good. So it's kind of like urban creatures kind of style. You can see us as an evil, you can see us as a good thing. So I thought I make this Yang. So the Yang basically you can see the hair is sort of like a dreadlock kind of thing. Basically it's to pictures that they like the surfer, on the beach, they go into the sea, they come out, and then always surfer has this dreadlock kind of hair because it's damp and all these things. So so that's how we produce them. So we create a story for Yang, because basically it's a pair. Right, you have yin and yang. So yin is a female, yang is a male. So when he wake up as a statue lion, so he couldn't find yin. So now he's in the journey to find yin.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So we have seen quite a few. I mean, the first when we saw it, probably is it TTE.
Yeah, I think the first was I think the first was in TTE, then after that TTF. Yeah.
Then at the same time is TAGCC, our local one, where we see you display it also. And we even saw a big Yang also.
and also because of the local legends, we thought we wanted to produce P. Ramlee also.
Yeah, this one that time create quite a big hype at the booth. Everyone sees like instantly they recognize who is this.
So with the local legends, to me, I wanted to produce something that is more locals, because we have this. I think we have this dilemma also in Penang, that when people talks about local souvenirs, we couldn't find a local souvenirs. People. I think Malaysian has been struggling for many years to find that identity. We cannot find one identity because we are multiracial, for one, right?
Yeah, correct.
Multicultural and all these things. So to me, I find that the best thing that represent us is always about our story. So the story will go back to our folklores, the folklores that you grew up with. Like for example, Hikayat Sang Kancil and all these things. So this is what we are,
correct.
to Malaysian. Yeah.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah, it's good that this way to, instead of just promoting the culture and then the history, it's like you can bring back the younger people who, maybe most of the young kids these days might not heard of what the old time story when we hear back then.
Yeah, true. I think that also I think when we started Urban Creatures also in Penang, I started to create this t-shirt project called Dim Sum series. So the Dim Sum series is basically I create a t-shirts draw with the outline drawn of char siu bao or har gow or siu mai and all these things, and then we pack it inside the dim sum bamboo steamer.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we sell the whole bamboo steamer. And inside the bamboo steamer, we have like recipe and also direction of how you can make your own dim sum. So I think that time we were invited to Street Raw. To Street Raw, it's sort of like an independent music gig in KL Pack back in 2000 I think 2006 2005.
Yeah.
So that is basically give me an idea that it's hard for you to teach to bring the culture to bring the younger generation to the culture.
Yeah,
so
correct.
for you to be able to effectively bring the culture to the young is to bring that to them. If you can't force the horse, it's like a saying, if you can't force the horse to drink the water, you bring the water to the horse.
Yeah, correct. Okay.
All right.
So for this exposure 2.0, what you have for the show is something that combining when at the beginning we see you always doodle the line and things in your artworks.
Yes.
So what you have for us,
2.0, right? 2.0, I call this back to basics. So back to basics is basically when I started creating my own Urban Creatures toy. I was invited to lots of design events back in 2006, 2007. So I started to sit there and started to draw doodle. So I thought back to basic is basically comes back to what I draw most of the time. It's basically just a marker pen with a painted base, with a painted base of what the toy has. And I would started to draw them. So that's why we call that back to basic.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's like finally, like it's been a long time since we see this appear in your toys.
Correct.
It's always on your doodle and always on your drawing.
Yes.
So this is
correct.
one time we see like resurrected, come back to what we've been doing.
Yeah.
How long you take to like draw the whole thing?
I think to draw the whole thing it's just about 1 day to draw the whole thing. But to paint the base, it took about 2 days because we need to let it dry, make sure it's dry and things like that.
So other than this, I think the question we ask the rest is like what other like challenges you have when you're preparing. Probably because this one is your own toy that already produced, you just customize your own. Yeah. So the challenges I think we'll ask will be.
I think the challenges. The challenges is to find the inspiration for the toy. so if I were to paint it, I find it doesn't have that that meaning that relates to me, because for you guys, you have this exposure to, it's all about the designers and the artist himself, so
correct.
So to me, it took me quite a while to think about what should I put on them. I cannot just paint anything, and make it colorful. Or even if I make it into Urban Creatures patterns, it just doesn't work. So I thought, so in the end, after you contacted me, that time I already have the idea of to do this doodling.
It's like how to say it's like something so simple, right? But sometimes it just won't come to our mind until the right timing.
Correct.
If you don't tell the story, probably it's like, this one is been always in your mind already, this idea, because you've been doing it for so many years.
Yes. So it's like revisiting.
Yeah, revisiting. Yes,
what I have been doing last time.
Maybe
So,
another question to ask, maybe another challenge is to ask, since you say you have been in doing toys for almost 20 years,
Yeah, I think 20
why
years.
why is the thing that keep you going?
That is a very long story.
Summarize it
Yeah,
and tell
I
us.
think I have seen people around me who
Mm,
got old, retired, uh, don't know what to do
mm,
towards the retirement life. So I
mm,
find that if I make a choice of my life to
mm,
become a designer or artist, right?
mm-hmm.
So it's because one of the thing is because uh, I love doing it.
All right.
So the only thing that keeps you doing something that you love is basically you love doing it.
Okay.
So when you are doing it,
Correct.
uh, you will find that, hey, if I retired also next time, I can still
Mm,
continue doing my toy. So
correct.
I won't feel bored. I won't feel bored sitting at home thinking
Mhm.
of what should I do today or what should I do tomorrow, right? So I can still
Correct.
just continue doing my toy, or
Correct.
draw,
Mm,
or create something,
mm,
uh, it's more to it's more to it's already embedded into your life, I would say.
mm.
Mm,
Okay.
okay. So basically,
And
this is
also,
your retirement plan, lah.
Okay.
sudah plan what to do already.
Yeah, semi retired already lah.
Okay, maybe another question I want to ask you. Okay, since urban creature toy is part of the thing, right? Part of your work,
Yeah.
So where do you see this part of urban creatures going? I mean, how far can it go? And I mean, maybe you have a target, or maybe you have a dream, or you have a you want this to be somewhere. How far do you think you want this toy alone? Not about urban creatures, but this part to go how far?
I think that's if you were talking about toys,
Mm,
I think from I'm able to look at the local gender idea to
mm,
go quite far because there are so many folklores out there
right.
that we haven't tapped into yet.
Mm,
So even now I'm doing a research on Malaysian folklores. So I
Mm,
started to go and ask this person, that person from Kampong.
mm,
Like
mm, mm,
some of
mm,
them are grandfather, like Malay
mm.
grandfather. I asked my friend, hey, you have grandfather that I can ask, that I can ask stories about,
All right.
mm,
even stories from my grandmother last time
Mm, mm,
that
mm,
I still remember. Yeah.
mm,
So I think I think I still have like a hikayat sangkancha, we
mm.
to do, and so on.
mm, mm,
Yeah, it's
mm,
like I
mm,
think from the toy side, our local toy side, what you mentioned is quite true, lah. It's like the local flavor is still untapped because
mm.
Yeah, true.
when creation
Correct.
happen, it's always like pop culture, what is happening
Mm,
right now,
correct.
everything, right?
Yes.
Like you mentioned, like we are multiracial, we everyone have their own cultures, right? It's like
Mm,
just by that itself already full of ideas and concept that can be done,
mm,
that
Yeah.
can transform it into toys. So yeah, it's
Yeah. So
quite quite
that's
a
why
long.
now I think earlier this last year, I think last year I started to 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 venture into spiritual
Spiritual world.
Malaysian ghosts into
ah,
Yeah, correct.
Malay ghost identity. So I think if you look at my
Yeah,
Behance or my
you
Instagram, you can
posted.
see,
Yeah, you posted all
yeah, you
this.
can see like a 16 characters of Malay ghosts, like
cool,
Mm-hmm.
cool.
pocong. So it's about how I put them into a cooler visual,
Mm,
that people would not look at them as a scary, uh,
mm,
entity lah. So
Mm,
mm,
yeah,
mm,
so yeah,
correct.
so to go into this also, I really have to talk to a lots of people, to listen to their beliefs, to listen to their scary stories, and all these things.
Yeah.
Mm,
Looking forward to that
yeah.
to make into toys.
Yeah. Planning to.
Folklore hantu with a spin.
Yeah, hantu blind box maybe.
Yeah lah. Okay.
The friendly ghost, this one. All
I will
friendly.
take note.
Yeah.
Take note.
Yeah. It's like, so
Good.
that one is part of your, I would say, future plan. Any
Future plan.
closer, like something nearer that maybe for
Upcoming
next
one,
year,
upcoming one.
upcoming one.
I think upcoming, I'm just sort of like exploring what urban creatures can be in terms of IP. So that's why I think last year also we started to explore into collaboration with shoemakers factories to produce our
Your sandals.
and things like that.
So you are saying that moving forward, you will see more merchandisers from urban
more
creature.
more
Is it true?
merchandisers. Yeah. I would say that.
Okay.
I would say that. And at the moment, we are working with Artisan Creative Studio to produce mooncake.
The mooncake.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Good.
So it's like we can see like green creatures and urban creature is like there's multiple route to go in terms of the brand. It's like it's
Nice.
very good things to know lah.
It should be this one because so far Malaysian not many IPs is managed properly.
Correct.
True. All right. So
I think also with this pandemic, I also started to learn new things. I started to learn making my own games. Like how to construct games and things like that.
Okay.
So I was thinking, maybe in the future, so we will do either urban creatures or young adventure games, things like that.
Okay, you mean computer games or what?
Yeah, mobile games.
Mobile games, okay. Good, cool.
More accessible now, mobile.
Yes.
Everyone have phone, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, correct. Before we end this, Chun Woei, just would you mind to show us your back to basic one more time?
Bigger again, one more time, 360.
360, yeah.
So this is, all fully hand-drawn, this one.
Yeah. This one only one available, right?
One off, right? Only one.
Okay,
only one. All right. So one and only,
Yeah.
Nice.
This one, Sifu hand-drawn the whole thing, one and only. So you won't find it anywhere else. Okay. So for those who want to follow the social media, I think just Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
So
Facebook is
Urban Creatures.
Instagram
remember the E is 3.
Yes, correct. Just remember the E is 3. So Urban Creatures for Facebook and Instagram.
All right.
Okay, Chun Woei, thank you once again for your time.
Thank you.
Come here.
We know you're also very busy, but still take time to join us.
For you guys, anytime.
Thank you.
Deeply appreciate your time and everything.
Really appreciate.
Thank you, Taiko. Good to see you. Good to talk to you guys.
Yeah, hopefully 2J I want to go Penang kalau lim chiu.
I'll go.
Yeah. Come.
Yes. All right.
Even if cafe not open, also come to my house.
Still can. Better than nothing. All right lah. Okay, that's all for today.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you very much.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
See you.
See you.
Just a while.